DSN program designed by His Holiness Sri Ravi Shankar ji has touched millions of people's life and has taken art of living chapters in different parts of the world to the next level. So this is a small attempt to share the n number of people who have been transformed after doing the DSN program. There was this person in Hyderabad who had come. His name is Gamba Nageshwar Rao. He's a trainer for trainers. He trains other trainers who teach different personality development programs. He had done one of our DSNs in Hyderabad. Once he had traveled all the way from Hyderabad to Las Vegas to do a program with Stephen Covey. So from last so many years he has been a trainer by himself. And when he did DSN program, on the last day of the course he shared, out of all the programs what I have done, there is no program like DSN program and there is no trainer like Anand Rajendran. So the amount of transformation what people are experiencing around the world after doing the DSN program is simply mind-blowing. And recently in one of the courts in Kolkata, which happened in Salt Lake Indoor Stadium, we had 365 participants in that program. There was this one participant whose name is Mukesh, who was suffering from muscular disorder. Basically, the muscles were not supporting the skeletal structure. And on a wheelchair, he had come to the DSN program. And after the course, he experienced so much confidence, so much transformation happened in his life that after 1.5 months, when there was another DSN program in Kolkata, he took the entire logistics responsibility of the whole of the DSN program single-handedly. And in just a matter of 3 months, he started his own business in Mumbai. So the transformation, what is happening from the DSN program of Pujya Gurudev is simply mind-blowing. And there was one student in Chandigarh, 22 years old, who was suffering from who was undergoing some problem in relationship. He wanted to commit suicide. So to commit suicide, he even drank phenol, whatever was required in his home. And suddenly a phone rang, and it was from a local teacher. The teacher had called to explain about the DSN program which was happening in Panchkula. So he thought, anyway I am committing suicide, why not postpone after 3 days? So he called up the teacher and said, please bring an ambulance. I have drank all this phenol to commit suicide. So a ambulance was brought. Stomach wash was done. 3 days of intensive sadhana and seva. On the last day of the course, he said, this 3 days has been like a rebirth for me. If that call from the teacher would have not come, this boy would have died. So how DSN is touching so many people's life around the world is simply mind-blowing. In our course in Mumbai, in Ghatkopar, there was this one person, a businessman. His name is Anil Bhai, who was doing this farsan business. And it was his dad's business, so there was no much focus on that business point. But after doing the DSN program, his enthusiasm increased 100-fold and he started focusing on the business. And when I was in Navi Mumbai, he had come to meet me and he said, Anandji, after the DSN program, in just a matter of 6 months, my business has grown 10-folds. I totally attribute to the DSN program. Like that. And similarly in Chandigarh, in one of the program, Rajiv Batra, he was starting a power project business. And totally 30 crores was the investment, and his investment was 5 crores. But his balance sheet was not so strong that seeing his balance sheet, the government, the bank can give him loan of 5 crores. N number of banks, the loan was rejected. He was rejected, so he was dejected. He had come to do the DSN program in Panchkula, and whole of the DSN, his take home was Yes here and yes there. No here, the no there. His confidence increased n number of times that after the DSN program, he applied to another bank. Seeing his confidence, seeing his enthusiasm, the bank granted him loan, and the power project took off in Sangla Valley, Himachal Pradesh. Last year, February 12th, it was inaugurated by His Holiness Sri Ravi Shankar Ji, and in his inauguration, Rajiv Batra was sharing that this DSN program, the power project took off only because of the confidence what I got in the DSN program. Otherwise, the way it was affected, it was impossible by the way it was. So how DSN is affecting in business, in personal life, in relationship is mind-blowing. Back in November 2007, I was conducting a DSN program in the political capital of the world, Washington DC. And there was this one participant, Bill Hayden, who had come for this DSN program. He was working for NASA from last 35 years. And on the last day of the DSN program, he shared the amount of freedom what I've experienced in last 3 days. Never in my 50 years I have experienced this kind of freedom what I experienced in last 3 days. So how different sections of society, people have been transformed because of the DSN program is mind-blowing. There was this one person by name Sandeep who had come to do my DSN program in Punjab, and he had appeared in civil service examination 2 times before, and he failed even in the last 2 times. But when after the DSN program, when he attended the civil service examination, his confidence increased multifolds, and after 6 months he cleared the UPSC exam. And when I had a course in Delhi, he had come to meet me and he said, this civil service examination I have cleared only because of the confidence I have got after the DSN program. And when it's coming to Delhi, I like to share one very dynamic businessman by name Sanjeev Maluja. When I was in a project in Haryana, 6 months totally he dedicated his life for upliftment of Haryana. Eat, breathe, sleep, think, dream only about the upliftment of Haryana. Because of that, his confidence, and after that, he was going through some rough patch in the business. And when he met Gurudev, and Guruji asked him to start focusing on a particular business, he was staying in a rented house. But see the grace, ये धरती किसी का भी ऋण नहीं रखती. Whatever we do to the society, it comes back to us in multifolds. Guruji asked him to start focusing on a particular business, and in less than 1 year, he was the owner of 3 homes. And his business grew n folds after doing the DSN program and after doing Seva in Haryana. This is about the individuals. And there was one participant in Pune DSN who was not even capable of walking just 5 steps. Her hands used to shiver, body used to shiver. But after doing the DSN program, her confidence increased so much that after the DSN program, in 3 months, she single-handedly organized a basic course of 145 people. So how DSN course is helping people to grow in their business, in their personal life, in their confidence is simply mind-blowing. And this is about the individuals. N number of chapters around the world have been benefited because of this DSN program. When I had a course in Los Angeles on a New Year's weekend, 84 participants had traveled all the way from Bay Area, California to Los Angeles to do a DSN program. And they were so empowered, their confidence increased so much. In Bay Area, the average number of people doing the basic courses was 6 to 7. But after the DSN program, their confidence increased so much that they went back to Bay Area. They organized the basic course, the world's biggest basic course outside India. 700 people did the basic course in Bay Area, California, which is a huge record. And when I was recently in a very, very small place called Mangrurpir in Maharashtra, The whole population is just 25,000. But after doing the DSN program, we had about 204 participants. It is not even a taluka place, very, very small place. 204 participants did the DSN program. After doing the DSN program, all the participants were so charged that they organized basic course in different villages in and around Mangrurpir. More than 1,000 people did the basic course after doing the DSN program. It's mind-blowing. And in Narayangaon, near Pune, more than about 250 people did the DSN program. One of our teacher, Datta Alekar, had organized this, and whatever work didn't happen in last 2 years happened in just 2 months. More than 1,200 people did basic courses after doing the DSN program. So how DSN is empowering individuals to bring a transformation and to make a divine society is simply mind-blowing. And Pune was in 15th position in terms of number of people doing the course. In last year, more than 12 DSN programs happened in Pune and more than 3,000 participants did their course. And because of this 3,000 participants were so much empowered that they wanted to do something for the society, and result, in just 1 year, nearly 15,000 people have done the Art of Living course only in Pune. Pune, which was in the 15th position, has grown so much in leaps and bounds, has come to 2nd position now. So how DSN is empowering so many people to take this society to the next level is simply mind-blowing. In a recent program which happened in Navi Mumbai, which was organized by one of our teachers called Ratneshwar Shetty, so much empowerment happened to all the participants. They were so charged, they wanted to do something for the society, and because of the DSN, after the DSN, nearly 900 people did the Art of Living course only in Navi Mumbai. So how DSN is empowering people to take their life to the next level is mind-blowing. So like that, there are n number of experiences where individual, societies, relationships, so many aspects of holistically how DSN is empowering people to take their life to the next level is mind-blowing. As Guruji truly says, DSN means transforming society through transforming individuals. Thank you so much.